PUBG patch 13.1 is on the way, and the DMR is dead. Okay, I'm sorry. That was very clickbaity. There's just been some significant changes to the SR, so it might just be a little more viable than before. Is that a better intro? Hi, I'm Matt from the B&B Gaming channel. Welcome or welcome back. If you enjoy all things PUBG and you haven't done so already, then click the subscribe button below. With that said, let's take a look at patch 13.1 and see what we can expect coming up this week, August 4th for PC, and next week. PUBG is now adding small care packages that drop in groups of 5 to 15 with an assortment of guns and ammo that would be more appropriate for a whole squad. Listening to player feedback and the competition that goes into fighting over one loot crate, they decided it would be nice to have the main loot crate, but also the small loot crates as well. As far as I can tell, this is a Taego exclusive thing, which is kind of like a lot of these updates we're going to see. It feels like Taego is now becoming their testing grounds for different types of features, like the revive system, the AED, and the I don't know, the gulag, the PUBG gulag. I know it's not the gulag, but that's what everybody calls it, the gulag. What is it, comeback BR? Has anyone in the history other than somebody that worked for PUBG called it comeback BR? When your guy dies, you're like, oh, dude, you're going to comeback BR. No, we say you're going to the gulag. This is what it is. They've also now added a secret room. If you remember on Paramo, there was secret rooms, and you could get high-tiered loot in the secret rooms. Same deal. There's going to be a moving secret room on Taego that will have high-tiered loot that you can share with your buddies. Or take it all for yourself and don't even tell them you found the room, then that's fine too. Now, at the beginning of the game, when you're on the plane, there is a chance of engine failure during your flight. I really don't know what to think of this. It's kind of an interesting idea. To me, it just makes it more likely that people are going to hot drop at the beginning of the map instead of waiting just to ensure that they don't accidentally end up on the plane with an engine failure, because if you stay on the plane till the end and it crashes, one of a couple things happens. One, it doesn't crash, but if you wait till the very end and it kicks you out, you lose 50% of your health. Additionally, as the plane travels, it is descending, so you can actually not jump as far as the plane progresses in its flight path. So it's just going to change up a little bit, maybe some of your decisions, early game decisions where you jump. Here's one of the big disappointments with this patch: matchmaking map rotation. Right now we have the random map queue and also the Taego queue during the day. It's been very difficult to get solo and duo rounds because of the split queue, specifically in EU and NA. I imagine in other regions as well, but I follow a lot of NA and EU streamers, and it's just been a really big disappointment. They all love Taego, but the split queue is just not working for those regions. We were hoping by Season 13 that they will combine the queues, but this has not happened. There is still going to be a Taego queue, and there is still going to be the normal match queue. The only main difference is Paramo has been removed, and Kraken is being reintroduced. So wait till Season 14, I guess, for a combined queue with Taego. There's going to be a new progressive weapon skin. If you remember, we had the progressive barrel skin last season, and now they're adding the Buzzkill SLR. If you were really into that and you liked dropping several $100s for a chance to get it, and you probably still wouldn't get it, then by all means go do that. Admittedly, the guns are cool, and I like the thing it does in the kill feed, but it's just like, you know, I don't have the money. I guess I don't have. Well, I guess I have the money, but I'm married. And if I spent $250 trying to get a gun skin, my wife would probably end my existence. It has a 0.90% chance of actually dropping in one of the contraband crates, which takes 10 contraband coupons to acquire. 0.90. It's like 1 in every 111. Was it 111, 112? Somewhere in between there. So your chances aren't good. New spray feature where you can now tag art in the game. It was very needed. I can't tell you how many times I've been playing with my friends. I'm like, oh, this game would be so much better if I could just paint that wall before we continued on to the circle. I've been asking for this for a long time. Thanks, PUBG, for listening to my request. Bunch of UI improvements as usual. Kill message improvements, which actually are kind of interesting. I actually kind of like some of those changes. It's supposed to make it easier to tell when you're getting a kill versus when you're getting an assist. But with all that said, let's talk about the most significant change we have for Season 13. And that is the sniper rifle buff combined with the DMR nerf. Your sniper rifle ballistics have been changed: increased muzzle velocity, slightly flatter bullet trajectory, decreased drag, increased damage coefficient at long range. Essentially your damage multiplier as you get further from a target. And also, probably this might be the biggest change, is some of the mechanics of the sniper rifle and how long it takes between shots and ADSing and things like that. You get decreased bolt action delay, increased bolt action speed. I guess those are different. Those are two different things because they listed them differently. They sound the same. Faster transition to scoping in after bolting. So I guess it's not really an ADS buff, but it's a faster transition to scoping after you fired around your gun bolts the next round. And also an increased rate of fire. Here's how the DMRs have been affected. The DMRs have increased bullet drop and reduced damage coefficient at long ranges for the Mini, the QBU, the SKS, and the SLR. For the MK12, it's just decreased damage coefficient at long range. The question is, will these changes be significant enough to get people to stop using DMRs the majority of the time and switch to SRs? I primarily used SRs when I couldn't find a DMR, or some days I just really felt like, bolties just feel good when you get a good bolty kill. I didn't think that my chance of winning a fight was better using a bolty. I just liked doing it because it was just fun every now and then, but it wasn't a strategic decision that I thought would help me win. It was just a way of me enjoying the game. But now there's a significant chance that the sniper is more viable. Well, it definitely is more viable than it was before. But the question is, will you be choosing it over the DMR? So if you get a chance to try out the test server, or if you try this when it goes live, let me know in the comments what you think. Will this change anything about your strategy? Were you an AR DMR person and now you're going to switch over to AR SR? I have a feeling in squads DMR will probably still be the better choice. In solos and duos, the choice between this sniper and DMR is definitely a lot more difficult, and I may lean sniper depending on how it feels once it goes to the live server. There's some other small minor changes to some of the other weapons, but if we went over every single detail of the patch note, this video would be 30 minutes long. So if you would like to see more details than what I shared in this video, you can click the patch notes, which I've linked below in the description. With that being said, if you've watched this long, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Hi, I'm Matt from the B&B Gaming channel, and if you enjoy all things PUBG, I think something happened behind me. No, my PUBG sign fell down. That's about how I feel about this patch too. Bonk.